Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Studio 666. And this is a new film from the Foo Fighters, about the Foo Fighters trying to record their 10th album at this house that turns out to be haunted, and Dave Grohl gets possessed. And this film is from director BJ McDonnell, and you can definitely tell that he's going full-blown campy horror comedy and just trying to have a lot of fun with it. And throughout the film, there's a lot of over-the-top, ridiculous practical effects gore. Like, there's one scene in a bedroom that is so ridiculous that you just can't help but think this is charming and fun and silly. The effects are I feel like they specifically don't look great for like all like the haunted ghouls and stuff like that, but they look fun and goofy, and it goes along with the tone of the film. And you have some legitimately strong camera work moving around in this film. You can tell McDonnell knows what he's doing in terms of direction. Now, all of these things come together, but this is an hour and 45 minutes, and the pacing's really off. There's moments where it's just like, when is this movie gonna move on? And this hits the 1 hour, 25 minute mark, and you're just like, okay, it's done, right? It's done. This is it. Time to go. We had a fun time. Nope. Has like 3 different endings tacked onto it, and it just like keeps going and going and going, and not in a way that's feeling particularly satisfying. Honestly, it was pretty low-key, but the way that I thought this movie was ending would have been perfectly fine, and this would have been 20 minutes shorter and would have been much more manageable. But you have Dave Grohl, who's definitely charismatic and has a lot of fun in this film, and you can tell he feels comfortable in front of the camera. Rest of the Foo Fighters, not very good. Many of them very stiff, awkward actors and really take you out of the film, which is a disappointment. Probably the biggest supporting character is played by Whitney Cummings, who's like the neighbor, and she has this particular attraction to one of the members of the band, and they are a lot of fun together, bantering back and forth, but, you know, she winds up being used as, like, this sex pot, so, and then also exposition dump, because you need to know all the workings of how this house is haunted, and yada, 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 yada. Not done in a particularly interesting way. You know these scenes, they're in horror movies all the time. And you have some other like, Forte and Garlin and Jenna Ortega is in it for like a hot second, and you have them, and they do fine jobs in what they're asked to do, but they're not asked to do much in particular. And the humor, generally, you could tell they're having a lot of fun, but some of them just like, no, that joke wasn't funny. That just like fell flat on its face. But hit or miss humor and some awkward pacing and an overstretched narrative brings this one down. But if you're just looking for some campy fun, Studio 666 is exactly what you're probably hoping for. So go out, have some campy horror fun when this comes to theaters near you. But those are my thoughts on Studio 666. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.